the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Monday.
Good morning, Melbourne. Bonjour, Clint Stanaway in
Bonjour.
Paris.
Bonsoir, ça va?
What time is it there?
Did he just say I've lost weight?
No, he said bonsoir, ça va. He hasn't lost weight. He's been eating croissants
Ça
like
va
they're going
bien,
out of
très
fashion.
bien. Yes, it's, what is it? 10 o'clock at night here.
10 p.m.
Yeah,
And
how-
it's still light?
Yes.
Oh,
So, let me just paint a picture, because
Yes.
I am at a bistro, at a brasserie in Paris, because I'm doing some crosses for the Today Show. In fact, there's a lovely couple just sitting on the table opposite me. Oh, you're not a couple? Oh,
shame.
No, that's
I've
awkward.
already messed up.
That's awkward.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. C'est mon frère, hein?
Okay,
Oh,
so you're
no.
not a couple.
Yeah, she's my sister.
Even better.
Can I
Even
just,
better.
No.
can I just point out,
Well,
Clint,
you have a lovely dinner.
Hey, but she's quite gorge.
I know,
You should
so-
ask if she's single.
well, here's the go, Lauren. I've been watching Clint on Skype, and just in the background, like at the cafe, you can
She's
see this.
checking you out.
I know, she keeps looking at you,
She
just out the
does.
corner of her eye.
Don't worry, Clint keeps looking at her too.
Are we having a lovely dinner?
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
leave
it's
them
gone
alone.
back.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Good. And are you both single?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, she's married.
Oh,
It gets
she's
worse.
married. Okay, all right. Okay, we'd like to retract our comments about her potentially looking
We've
at
got to
Clint.
find another. We've got to find another bistro.
Lucky there's plenty of them in Paris, Clint. There are plenty of fish in the sea in terms of potential
Yes.
wives and bistros
All
in
right.
Paris.
So we've got the
Yes.
home wrecker over in Paris. He is there for...
He didn't know. At least he asked the question.
Good call. He is
Yes.
over there for the Olympics. Clint, is it is there starting to get a bit of a buzz in the air? What are we, a week out from the games?
It's extraordinary, especially the security detail. The police in Paris just, it's really stepped up this weekend. A lot of excited Parisians, and of course they've done a dry run. Well, it's actually a bit of a wet run because it's on the River Seine
Oh, for
of the opening ceremony. Yeah, so there is a real buzz in the air, and I'm really looking forward to it. Only 5 days to go.
Is there still another 5 days
I
till
feel,
this
Yeah,
starts?
Friday.
I feel like the Today Show have been in Paris for about 2 months leading up to this event.
Lauren texted me and said, I am sick of seeing people at the Eiffel Tower.
The whole of Channel 9's at the bloody Eiffel Tower all day, every day,
Why
according
don't
to
you get
socials.
some down to the Pooh River? Have they still got the floaters?
No,
in the
it's
river?
not like that
Oh,
anymore
yeah.
because they're swimming in it. They're putting people in it.
Oh.
Hey, it's been a big night overnight in news.
Wow.
Yes.
And our newsreader is away. So what beautiful timing, Clint.
Sleepy Joe is out.
Yes.
The walking skeleton will be bowing out, and
Poor Joe. I mean, good on him. I think he's done the right thing there.
he should have done it maybe a year ago, Lauren, to be honest.
Good on you, Joe.
Actually, be interesting
So-
to see what Coxie says, because we've got a special co-host joining us today.
Mason Cox is joining us for the whole show because Clint is away. Out with
Ooh.
Stanaway, in with Cox.
Yep, he is
Oh,
going to be
okay.
rolling in inside the next couple of minutes.
And
but,
also, Clint, an Australian on the podium, Oscar Piastri, wins his first Grand
Oh,
Prix.
What a moment. And there were celebrations in Budapest where he won it, the Hungarian Grand Prix, and also in Brighton because Nicole, his beautiful mum, uploaded a photo this morning
Yeah.
jumping for joy.
So cute.
Toasting the victory.
That's right. She's going to join us a little later on the show, actually, to celebrate Oscar's win. Can we get the champagne bottles and shake it and pop it?
oh, like
throw
we're
it on
red,
each other?
like we're Red Foo in a nightclub.
Yeah, no, like we just won the Grand Prix.
Yeah,
like
well,
we won because he's Australian. You know how we claim people
Oh.
who are successful? We won the
We
Grand
are a
Prix.
bandwagon show. Hey, we need to talk about the footy as well.
I don't think we do, actually. Boring.
No, pass.
Think I'm off the pies.
Pies are terrible. Richmond are
Oh,
terrible.
where are you going now?
Melbourne are terrible. Oh, he's
Well,
going to go for the Giants.
I can't go for the D's either, can I?
It's going to have to be the Giants.
Bloody Bombers just missing out as well. Oh, mate, I was number 1 in the tipping last week. I think I'm going to be like number 8 now. I've had an absolute shocker. Hey,
Why don't you go the Lions? Go the Lions. You're
Yeah,
right,
maybe I'll go the
You can't
Queenslander.
change teams. No, we've done this dance before. He'll get kicked out of Victoria if he changes teams again.
all right, our new co-host, Mason Cox, going to join us on the other side of this. Listen, I know they're saying that she's married, but that blonde lady behind Clint just keeps having a look at him. I don't know, like...
Don't look back, Clint.
No.
He's going back in again.
No, well, they've just ordered the burrata, and I can't take my eyes off that.
Oh, Well, let's get into it right across Melbourne. Welcome to Monday. You're on the air with Jace and Lauren. We're doing it thanks to What If. It is Aussie for Travel. This is a Never 100. Good morning. Joining us in the studio, special co-host for this morning from the Mighty Magpies, Mason Cox.
Morning, Mace.
Good morning. It is early for me. It's early. But
This is not the crowd to bitch to about
I know.
the
I just
early.
want to give a shout out to anyone that's up right now because you've won the day. You've won the day already. So props to you.
Hey, you wouldn't have heard this for a while, but this is the song we normally play
Yeah.
when we win the
Thanks,
matches.
Jay. Subtle.
What's happening at the Pies, Max?
Yeah, we haven't won for a while. It's not ideal scenario, but yeah. It's a bit of a media pylon.
What's the mood like down there, though? Because there's no doubt when there is a media pylon and people are frustrated that filters down eventually to you guys and to the players and to the team.
Yeah, I think you see it, but whenever we get to the club, it's really just kind of normal. I don't know.
Right.
It's actually better to be around the people you're going through it with.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Business as usual.
Yeah, and I think everyone's kind of like, okay, these are the people you can connect with most because we're all having the same experience and try to figure out how you can get away from it.
Clint.
I know it's early for the big questions, Mace. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you still
Bonjour.
play finals, brother?
I think there's still a statistical chance. I'm not really too sure. You're the footy correspondent here, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I think there's still a statistical chance, so we're going to gun for it.
Would the coach be blowing up? Because as a Pies fan, I'm going to say the score on the weekend against the Hawks, 133-67, is not acceptable
Oh, Dad's mad.
from a grand final winning team.
Yeah. Does the coach change? Like, does he get more fired up or is he the one that's sort of quite calm?
He's pretty calm and collective. Like he fires up whenever he needs to. But I'd probably say it's a rare occasion for him to kind of do that.
And did he on the weekend? Do you know?
I wasn't there because
Yeah.
I had the game for VFL on Sunday, so I wasn't there in the rooms and stuff. But yeah, I can imagine he wouldn't be happy, obviously, with the score and kind of what happened over the weekend. But he says it every day. It's like, we come in, we try to get better every day, whatever capacity that is, and just kind of keep putting one foot in front of the other.
It's interesting at the moment because I feel like none of the big teams that we've known for so long as being like top 8 and top 4, like your Richmonds, your Melbournes, your Collingwoods, like it's a weird year in footy, it feels like to me.
It's insane. Like I think it's like 2 games and there's maybe like 13 spots, it seems like, that are within 2 games
tight.
of each other. Yeah, and it just kind of allows, I guess, for anyone to really make that 8. Like, it is a big question mark. I mean, you had Essendon lose over the weekend. They're kind of going, okay, we're going to make finals now. We need to turn things around. So there's a lot of different teams that have ability to make the finals this year, which makes the league quite exciting.
All right, make your call. Clint, who do you think's going to be in the final?
Oh, grand final. It'll be
God,
Brisbane
already?
playing red hot footy right now. I reckon it'll be Brisbane. Or I want to say Sydney, but they're getting a bit shaky at the moment.
They are.
I'm surrounded by Sydney supporters right now. Do we see the palaver with Jack Ginnivan?
Yes. What did he do?
love
I missed that. What
He was
that?
rubbing it in your faces, was he?
Yeah. I mean, Mace, is he still a mate of yours? I enjoy seeing that sort of thing. And you're an American,
Yeah, I actually don't mind it. That's probably something Collingwood fans
you
don't
give it
want to
out as
hear.
well.
But I talk some trash and I give it out as well. And it's all part of the entertainment of the whole spectacle,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
It adds more kind of controversy to it. It adds more to the game. Like, we're talking about it right now. Like, Jack's an entertainer. We all know that. He was an entertainer for us whenever he played for us. Now he's playing for Hawthorn.
What did he do exactly?
Well, he used to play for Collingwood. He's now gone to the Hawks, and the Collingwood fans were blowing up that he was sort of rubbing it in their noses a bit. That now he was with Hawthorn, and they were absolutely smashing the Pies.
Gotcha.
There was much conversation on the socials about it. People were not happy.
Did we see the footy was called off in Ballarat because of how cold it was? It was a local game there that was pulled the pin.
Yeah.
Like,
my first
would
game
too.
I ever played in Ballarat was of AFL in general, AFL, VFL, any level was in Ballarat, and it was cold. It was raining, sleeting, sunny, all in the same game.
Bloody freezing
Terrible.
on the weekend. All right, well, look, Mace, you're going to hang out with us throughout the morning.
Yes.
Tell you what, you watch your back around here, Clint. You know what the entertainment industry's like. You gotta,
exactly. Pass the baton.
Oh, we haven't got him reading the news, but maybe we should. Should we give him a news bulletin to read?
100%.
There's a bit of US news, so I feel like
Yeah.
it might
There
be
is.
actually suited for
yeah,
this.
and I'll be
There
honest,
is.
Mace, you couldn't go any worse than what we normally have.
Oh, that's good. Good
All
start
right.
line.
Fire up the satellite from Paris. We have Clint Stanaway in town for the Olympics, which is still, 6 months away, is it?
Oh, it feels like you've been in Paris forever.
What an uncouth family we have this morning, the four of us.
I know.
I am in Paris, and look, what I love about Paris, first impressions, I love how Parisians don't really give a shit. Like, you can be anywhere at any time, and they just sort of thumb their nose at you. They just go about their business. But what also impresses me is they don't really make much of an effort to speak much English.
No, and
which
they don't
is
love
fair
it
enough because they're
when
in
you
their,
don't try
they're
to
in their
speak
own.
French.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're in their own backyard, so fair enough too. So a lot of things get lost in translation, and that happened to a great colleague and friend of mine, Tony Jones.
Oh, here we go.
Chompers! What's Chompers
You know what? Can I just
done?
point out? I could imagine TJ walking around with his iPhone and one of those translating apps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's-
He'd have a money belt with his passport under his shirt for
Tony
sure.
Jones would be a money belt wearer.
What's he done?
Yeah, he is. He's kicking around in a Hurley cap and a pair of Birkenstocks. So he's looking every part Australian and can't understand why none of the pubs stock VB. But anyway, look, he's been away for some time, and he's running low on one thing, that being underwear. So
It happens when you're travelling.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, you need a clean pair every day. So he's out. He's fresh out. And he hasn't been to the laundromat. Anyway, he gets to the the department store across the road. It's sort of like one of these mega supermarket department stores. It is huge. It's like, I think it's multi-level. There are
Right.
hundreds of people, hundreds of shoppers. It's quite chaotic. And a lot of Frenchies just going about their business. Anyway, Tony walks in there and he is just... He's confused.
Is he overwhelmed? Because you can get
he's
overwhelmed in those
overwhelmed.
department stores.
God, I
yeah.
get overwhelmed at Maya.
Yeah, no, the European department stores are like, they're hardcore.
Yeah, right.
Very hardcore. And he goes to seek some help because surely there's a lovely grocery assistant or shop assistant or someone who would speak English and help him. Anyway, he barrels up to one young lad and he says, "Excuse me, I need to find some jocks."
Oh, jocks!
Also, Tony would be so condescending too, like the way he talks.
There's no bonjour, just excuse me.
Yeah.
I need to find some
And
jocks.
jocks, I don't think the French call lingerie jocks.
Is he going for
Funny you
lingerie
should
now?
say.
I don't think Tony's asking for lingerie
I
either.
wish he did.
Not the lacy type,
the lacy,
especially.
yeah.
Anyway, so the Frenchie replies, "Jocks? What is jocks?" Anyway, he goes,
Nailed that.
jocks. Jocks? I do not understand. What is jocks? Anyway, Tony's like, "I just need a new pair of jocks. Like,
Oh, come
ideally
on,
a
TJ,
3-pack
help
of
him
jocks." So Frenchie he goes, I understand. So he marches him up to the corner of the department/grocery superstore and presents him with the produce department.
Oh, no, just completely wrong.
Tony went bright red, stormed out in a fit of rage, as he does. And I believe he still hasn't replenished his jocks stock.
He's still got
And he's,
no Reg Grundies.
got no Reg Grundies.
Shame.
Is
Old free ball and TJ around Paris.
Is TJ staying at the nice hotel, or is he at the Novotel with yourself?
It's Le
He is
Novotel.
with-
Sorry.
Yeah, he is at Le Novotel.
Yeah, right.
Le Novotel.
And what's the name of
Can't you lend him some jocks?
Oh,
Come on, bear, mate.
Oh, I wouldn't ask for them
think they'd
back.
fit?
Put it that way.
I can't imagine
I'm
Tony.
not sharing my jocks with Tony Jones.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's a good story, though.
Yeah, no one's been in Clint's pants for quite some time, and TJ's not
Gonna
the
be the
first
first.
person I was expecting, I'll be honest. We are paying your bills
Yes.
after 7. But first, though,
President Joe Biden is going to stand down from the presidential race.
Joe Biden is stepping down.
President Biden has announced he will stand down from the race.
breaking news overnight out of the US, Sleepy Joe, the walking skeleton.
I don't like you saying that.
Mate, honestly, this...
I don't like it at all.
Oh.
So Joe Biden has pulled out of the US presidential race. I just,
Sorry, but
just
this
feel
should have
like I'm
happened.
watching my grandfather, and I feel so
I
sad.
know, my wife says that. Lou's like, I just can't watch it.
When
It's
people
awkward.
laugh at him tripping over and falling over, I'm
But
like,
I'm
no.
sorry, the people around him should have got him to step down.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad
a
the
year
Democratic
ago.
Party woke up.
I know,
He's
but it's a little
finally
bit too
done it.
late, isn't it?
now, Mason Cox is co-hosting with us this morning, which is actually a really great day for you to be here. As an
yes.
American,
Gosh.
how do you feel about it?
It is a wild experiment that's happening right now in the U.S. It is very late, obviously, in the whole presidential election campaign for them to switch. So for Kamala Harris to come up and be kind of the face of this now, it's I'd almost call it panic stations from them.
Let's be honest, she's a sacrificial lamb. They know they're not going to win it now, so they're
I
just...
don't know.
I'd be blown away if they do.
Yeah. It's what's the vibe like amongst your family and friends? Are people before Joe pulled out? Was it a feeling of like, God, what do we do here? Because a lot of people are saying there's not a good option.
Yeah, well, I think it's what's the lesser of the two options. But yeah, a lot of people are asking me how they can get Australian citizenship at the moment. If I'm married, just a few of those things.
Oh yeah, if you have a wife by next to you.
You've just gone from a 7 to a 9.
I'd almost go 10. But
What's her story? She's been VP for the last 4 years. Let's be honest. That's, you're not...
it's a great job.
Yeah, because you do bugger all.
Yeah.
Is she liked?
I think she's a bit like that. She's a bit what you just said. I think people are kind of confused as to kind of what policies she supports and things like that, and that's going to be massive for her, next month to really kind of push that initiative of telling people exactly what she wants to do in her presidency if she makes it.
But she's not hated or anything, or it's just a bit bland.
I think people are just indifferent, right? But then again, like Joe Biden was vice president before he became president, so there is, a bit of correlation.
It'll be interesting to see how Donald Trump plays it, though, because his whole case has been he's the better option than Joe Biden because he's like just been criticising all the things Joe's getting wrong.
Well, he's already come out saying, like he should have stepped down ages ago.
Yeah, but now he's got to start again.
Question.
I
don't want to offer you money because there's a small, slim chance you might get it right. I will happily be your butler for a week if you can tell me who is our vice prime minister.
Our vice prime minister.
Did you know we had one?
Is there
Nah.
such a thing?
Well, I assume we would.
I'm pretty sure we do. If Albo kicks the
male
bucket.
or female? Do you know? Do you
No.
know the answer? Oh,
No,
you
I
don't know the
don't.
answer? Is there one?
Brody, yep.
It is Richard Marles.
Oh, it's big.
is it?
It's Big Dick.
I thought he was
Rich.
just a Today Show correspondent these days.
Who is it?
He's on the Today Show like every
I have
second day.
never heard of him in
Richard
my life.
Marles?
No.
Yeah, you have. He's quite like handsome. He's a handsome guy.
Richard Marles?
He's always on the Today Show.
He is Richard Marles, MP, is the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia, Minister for Defence, and the federal member for Corio.
Geelong. He's from Geelong. He's always at doing...
That bloke.
Yeah.
That bloke.
You thought he was a Today Show correspondent?
I thought he was the financial correspondent for the Today Show.
That's the only time. Did you know that, mate?
I had no idea. No, I'm not from here, so
Do you have
that's
to vote?
always my
What are
excuse.
you? What are you? That's terrible. You're an Australian citizen. But are you an American? Can you be a dual
Yeah, I'm
citizen?
dual.
So
I'm
do you have to
dual.
vote?
I get to vote in the US. Yeah.
You
So I do
do?
absentee voting, and then
You do that from here, do you?
Yeah, you send it in. So it cost me like $30 to like vote in the US
Oh my
just to send the
gosh.
mail over.
But you have, is
internationally.
America one of those weird countries you don't have to vote?
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, so a lot of people don't vote. A lot of people don't register.
I
to
feel like
vote
there'll be a
and
lot of
don't.
people not voting this time around.
Over the last kind of 3 elections, though, I feel like that number has definitely increased, just because it's so controversial. Everything that's happening, right?
Yeah.
In all honesty,
Richard Marles.
I thought he was the new Laurie Oakes.
He's always wearing Geelong jerseys on the when the Cats play well.
Yeah, right. He's not a
Good looking
You
rooster.
learn something new every day.
Good looking rooster.
Good-looking rooster.
Yeah. You'd want him representing you at the UN, wouldn't you? It is all happening in the Formula One.
Definitely one of the dreams ticked off. I think the first one was reaching F1. The second one is winning a race, and I've managed to tick 2 of them off now. So, no, very, very happy. I don't think it's sunk in yet. I think I'll still need some more time.
There you go. That was Oscar Piastri there talking this morning about his first win in Formula One Grand Prix and his beautiful mum. I can't imagine anyone is more excited this morning than Nicole Piastri, friend of the show. She joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you? Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm well, thank you.
Hungover yet or still on the high?
No, still, I've had about an hour's sleep, so I I'm still on the high, definitely.
Nicole, have you had a chance to chat with your boy?
No, I have not. I've actually just seen him on TV.
You know what? Isn't it amazing? That is like any relationship with a parent anyway.
Yeah, totally.
It'd be like, that'd be right. He'll text me back after he's texted all his friends are gone, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've just learnt that he's stuck in Budapest and on his way home. He did say that he'd call his mother, so I'm waiting.
I'm sure. Oh gosh, I hope he doesn't. Feel free to hang up on us if he calls through now, Nicole. Hey, tell us, how did you watch the race? Because there are so many Grand Prix during the year. Did you have a feeling about this one going into it, or did you just watch it like every other Grand Prix?
No, you can't have a feeling about them because when you start to do that, then it just does your head in. So, no, just watching at home with my partner, with Oscar's sisters,
Were the girls up with you?
Sorry?
Were the girls up with you? The whole fam was watching?
Yeah.
Oh, and how do you celebrate? Because what time was it? Like 3 o'clock in the morning?
You'd be waking them. If it's getting down to the last couple of laps, you'd be like, you wake up right now and watch your brother.
It was, it started at 11. So it was about, I think it was about 12:30 that it all finished.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah, but the race finished, and then there was interviews, and then the phone was just going crazy.
Nuts, I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, Nicole, for you, this has been your son's lifelong dream. As a mum, how does it feel to watch him achieve that and win his first Grand Prix?
Yeah, it's really. I don't think it's kicked in yet. It's still hard to kind of believe that that's my kid on the TV.
Yeah.
No, I'm just it's just he's worked really hard. He's sacrificed a lot. He deserves it. So I'm just really, really happy for him.
He sounded so calm in the audio we just played then. I mean, he even said himself, I don't think it's sunk in yet. Is he that sort of lad? Like he'll just
gosh,
yeah. Yeah, right. You're not going to see it.
Like he doesn't. It takes a lot to get Oscar going.
Surely this is it, though. Surely at some point he'll get to celebrate once all the media and the carry-on is over. He'll get a quiet moment with his team to properly celebrate. How good.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. But he's by nature painfully reserved, not like his mother.
He didn't get that gene from you, Nicole.
No, he definitely did not.
So did you say he's heading home now?
No, back home to his home.
Yeah, right. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
I was going to say, because if you're picking him up from the airport, surely that's a park and walk-in situation. You're not going to...
Yeah. No, it's actually not normally, but...
Oh, it isn't?
No. We do the jump and run. I've done a lot of airport runs over Oscar's lifetime, so we've got it down pat.
Nicole, I was texting you recently when we were both overseas in Europe. I think you were in Puglia watching the Silverstone Grand Prix, and you were texting me saying we can't really understand what's happening because the commentary's in Italian, and you're like, I'm hearing the name Piastri a lot, but I'm not quite sure what's going on.
It was crazy, and we couldn't even, I think it's one, I didn't realise how much I rely on the commentary to know what's going on, and then of all the languages, Italian they were so excited, and we couldn't tell if it was raining, if it wasn't. I'm texting my partner who's back in Melbourne going, what is going on? Why are they doing this? It was just chaotic.
Nicole, please take this the right way, but are you a screamer? Like, and when you're watching them on the telly, are you like just yelling at that thing?
No, I'm not. And, the girls always have a go at me. I gasp. So
yeah, right.
The worst I do is just go like that, and the girls hate it because it scares them.
Yeah.
But I'll have you know that Oscar and his sisters are far more animated and excitable when they play Mario Kart.
How is he on Mario Kart? Any good?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. That is bloody right.
But his sisters can beat him on that.
Hey, just quickly, you just mentioned there when you were like, you gasp, and they're like, what's wrong? And we've got Mason Cox here from the Pies today, and I know we've spoken, Mace, to your mum before. It must be so hard being a family member watching, your son compete in something that's so dangerous. Yeah. Like, it's a balance, I guess, of excitement and constant nerves.
I feel for you, Nicole, because my mom is a gasper too. She's she's very much the same. But it is tough. I mean, I can imagine with you, like we were mentioning earlier, just having to watch it all times of the night and get up and support your son, go all over the world. It's pretty incredible. So credit to you, and I'm so stoked for you. Like, I know you've been so excited right now, and he's probably celebrating with Kim Keatle, his little physio over there.
He will be.
He's good for him off.
Kim, yes, and yes, Kim sent through a photo of him and Oscar with the trophy. It is, without a doubt, the worst photo of the two of them I've ever seen.
How good.
I can't believe you sent it to me, so I've got that in the bank now.
Frame it. It's a framer. Hey, Nicole, congratulations.
Thank you.
You must be so proud. Thanks for jumping on with us. We love having you as part of our show.
Welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for having me, guys.
Right,
let's have a champagne to celebrate soon.
Yes, we must.
We must.
Thanks,
we must.
guys.
We must. Thanks, Nicole. There you go. Nicole Piastri there. Her son, Oscar Piastri, just won his first Grand Prix for McLaren over in Hungary. Our Melbourne boy, and we love claiming people from Melbourne and Australia, don't we, when they do great things.
Let's talk about a story. A little something happened to me recently.
What happened?
I texted Mace last night and I said, just ever had anything rogue happen in your life in the last week or so?
I feel like that's a very open-ended question for someone like Mason.
There was a long message back. There's a lot of different dot points within it. But there was one story that kind of came up, and I want to kind of get a bit of your opinion on this, right?
Yeah.
So recently I was at a game, and as fans do, they have a few drinks at the game. They get a bit enjoyable of what's going on.
Do we ever? I've been that fan before.
Question.
A few too many beers.
Because you played VFL on the weekend, but you've been out because of injury. Yeah. When you're out, do you sit with the players or are you in the stands?
You sit with the public. Yeah.
Well, you have a little section, right, with the wives and girlfriends and mums and dads and the...
Yeah, it's not really sectioned off.
But it's not sectioned off. But you're all together. You're all together.
Yeah, we're all together. So people do kind of come down, ask for photos and stuff like that, which is nice and lovely, right? But there's a specific woman on the way out. I'm get out of my seat. The game's kind of over. I'm going down to the rooms, and this lady stops me. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, can I get a photo?" I said, "Yeah, of course." And I can kind of tell she's had a few drinks at this point, right? She's enjoyed her night. I think we had the win, right? She was excited.
Clear she was a Collingwood fan.
Yes, yeah, covered in Collingwood stuff. But her friend was not. I will say that her friend was not. But she came up to me. She asked for a photo. I said, "Yeah, of course." And this lady, she's. Let's just say she's over 60, over 70 maybe, right?
Great.
So she's kind of towards...
Nearing death.
Yeah.
Stop. Not true. Young at heart.
Young at heart. Age doesn't count, right? And she